Hi guys, this is David. I wanted to make a video to talk about some good news that I've got, but I wanted to go ahead and fill you in as far as what's been going on here within the past 2 or 3 weeks, because I haven't actually made a video within the past 2 or 3 weeks. As you guys, well, some of you guys might know, especially if you was checking up on the weather on different parts of the country, February actually was pretty bad as far as the weather goes. So what I did was, not this past week, in other words, not this week that we're just getting ready to be done with, because today is Saturday, so not this week that we are getting ready to be done with, but the previous 2 weeks before that though, I was actually at my sister's house, because there was times when it was like way below 0 degrees, and it was consecutive days too. It was like 4 or 5 days in a row that it would be below 0 degrees. And yeah, I do got my Mr. Buddy heater, but there were still some issues because my Mr. Buddy heater was still shutting off after so many minutes, and I think it's because it was still thinking that the oxygen was low in the van or whatever. But I think that too is also because of a matter of circulation, because see, if I had a van that was like Caleb S or Will Burton, if I had a van that was like one of those, then it would have been better because of having better circulation. Because like Caleb S, he's got a regular like a Mark III type style van, I guess is how you want to call it, but he's got that side window that he can open up as far as having some ventilation going. And like Will, he's on his van, he's got what you call a double bubble. He's got both he's got the vents on the ceilings, and he's got those fantastic fans and so forth. So he's definitely got some real good ventilation going in his van too that he can do. But mine, I mean, the only way I can have some good ventilation as far as mine goes, especially like in the back, would be to have to go ahead and open up the back windows. So that's not going to be practical at all, because if you open up the back windows, then people are going to know for sure that you're definitely in there. I mean, there's no stealth factor when you do that. So yeah, what I did was I called up my sister and I said, hey, do you care if I pay you like 20 bucks a week to stay at your place? And she said she didn't care to, to do that. So that's what I went ahead and did. Well, the thing I was going to say though, as far as the good news goes though, is the fact that I also got hired on though too at my sister's job, and so that way now I'm able to work full time. And if you're wondering why I didn't already get a full-time job before, it's because of the fact that the job I was already doing, I was thinking that I was going to try to, or I was thinking I might possibly be able to get more hours than just part-time hours, especially once I got in there and was working for a while and they saw I was a good worker and so forth. But because of all the healthcare bull crap that's been going on, there's a lot of jobs where the managers, their hands are tied. They can't give out full-time hours. There's just so many hours that they can give out each week, and that's all they can do. So that being the case, I was never able to get ahead on anything. So my sister said she would talk to her supervisor for me at her job and try to see if she could help maybe get me in there. So I went ahead and there's a temp service that I had to go through, so I went ahead and signed up for the temp service, because that's who they hire their workers through, is through a temp service. And so I signed up through the temp service, and they wanted me to go ahead and get started the very next day. So it wouldn't even matter of talking to the supervisor at my sister's work. They just said they wanted to just go ahead and get me started the next day, because I told them, of course, too, that my sister does work there and everything. So that probably helped there too as far as that goes. But I didn't even get to give notice to my past job, the one I was doing the delivery with as far as auto parts, because they just wanted me to get started real quick. So, but I had to do what I had to do, as far as the more time that I was not working at a full-time job, then it would be the more money I'm going to be missing out on too. And plus the fact it's more money, because it's still not a fortune. I'm making $9 an hour now is what I'm making, but it's still better than $8.10 an hour, and it's definitely better than getting about 24 hours a week as far as what I was getting. Now I'm getting $9 an hour, and I'm getting guaranteed 40 hours a week, and I'm also able to get overtime if I want to as well, because on Saturdays we can come in for overtime work if we want. It's voluntary, and usually on Saturdays the schedule is like 7 to 12, well 6 to 12 if you want to get there that early, or 7 to 12, or whatever you want to do, really. Really. Also been getting over a cold as well too, but my work schedule through the week though is first shift though. It's 7 to 3:30 is what my schedule is through the week, so that means I got the rest of the evening to do whatever I need to do, take care of whatever I need to get done. But another good thing about that too, as far as that schedule goes, is because once I start getting some checks coming in and start getting ahead, or caught up at least again too on some things I was getting behind on, then I can stop going to the plasma place and I can start going to the gym more often. So that's going to be another good thing too. That means then I can start going to the gym about 4 or 5 times a week, and that's what I've been wanting to do, because I want to get on a good gym schedule as far as working out and stuff. Trying to think about any other news that I need to talk to you guys about. But yeah, like I said, I was staying at my sister's house for those previous 2 weeks. This past week I was back in my van again, because most days it was not too bad. Thursday, I believe it was, yeah, Thursday it was back below zero again, so I stayed at my sister's on Thursday as well. But otherwise, for the most part this week, I've been back in my van again too though. Now, another good thing too about the fact of me working full-time now is the fact that I can now actually start saving up some money for sure and get myself a car going pretty soon. I'm thinking that within about 3 weeks now I should be able to go ahead and get a car. I got paid yesterday my first check from this new job I've got, but it was only 3 days that I got, and plus they also took out money too for doing a drug test as well. So I had to have that taken out of my check as well. But otherwise, this next check I get though, and the ones following after that though, is going to be some decent checks for a change. Excuse me. But so yeah, my next check I get will be probably over 300, because I'll have a little bit of overtime on that too, because I went into work today as well for a few hours anyways. And so from now on out I'll probably be getting about 250 after taxes or more, depending on if I put overtime in or not. If I do overtime, it'll probably be about 300 after taxes. So it's still not a fortune, but definitely a great start, and definitely a great way to start getting ahead now for a change, because like I said before, with only getting 24 hours the last time, or the last job I had, and the fact that I had stuff coming up too, like had to get my brakes fixed before, and had to buy a heater again, and just all kinds of crap that was going on, then it was hard to try to get ahead on anything. But now I can start getting now I can start working more on my goals too, because after I get a car, I've got other steps too I want to work on, or other goals I want to work on, like getting myself a truck camper going and stuff like that. I got one subscriber that said he found a decent truck camper for around 500 over in Indiana, which is a bit of a drive for me, but when I get a car going, it won't be a big issue then. So that'll be, like I said, my next step, and so hopefully it won't take too much longer after I get a car going to be able to get a truck camper going too. And then my step after that will be working on getting a decent truck going too though, to be able to use for the truck camper. And then I can start going on trips. Well, I can start going on trips anyways, even when I get myself a car. I can start going on trips sometimes on weekends when I get myself a car, and definitely of course be able to pick up my son a whole lot easier and stuff like that. So that's going to already work out better, because then when I get my car and start going on some trips on the weekends, then it'll be better videos I can start making for you guys too, showing different areas of Ohio, and maybe even once in a while going to Indiana and spend maybe a day or two out there, or going to Kentucky sometimes and stuff like that too. So it'll open up some doors, in other words, as far as getting some better videos going for you guys though. And of course too, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to also have some duplicates of some of my gear. So like the camp stove, I'm going to end up buying myself another one of those later down the line, and I'll keep that in the car as well. And I'll get some butane cans to keep in the car as well too, so that way I can be able to cook out on the road when I'm doing those trips. and I'll get some extra stuff like some blankets as well, and other gear like that, you know, as far as cooking goes, and maybe a few little pots and pans and things like that as well too. So definitely is always a good idea though to get some extra gear going, because that way too, if something fails, you've got some backups that you can use. But yeah, I think that's about it though, as far as what's been going on. I guess I'll just call this video some good news, good news going on, or whatever, something like that. But yep, that's it guys. Of course, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching guys, and have a great day. Hi guys, this is David again. I did actually want to say that I actually forgot to mention too that one of my subscribers as well, in fact I think it was the first week that I started staying at my sister's house, had actually had also gave me a donation to my PayPal account. It was a $50 donation that he had made. So Brian, thanks for that donation. That came in very handy, because with getting the low checks I was getting from work and things like that going on, and I was able to use that for gas and get a few things to eat and stuff like that too at that time. So thanks for that donation, Brian. And yeah, that's it though. Just wanted to add that to the video and make sure I gave him a quick shout out on that too though, because I always am appreciative of people doing stuff like that. Of course, I don't go out and ask for donations, but if somebody does happen to put a donation on my account, then on my PayPal account, whatever, then I do appreciate that. So thanks for that guys, and that's it. So thanks guys, have a great day, and I'll get you another video here pretty soon.